Over 2 decades ago, a focused St. Louis task force concluded unequivocally that the economic playing field is still not a level one for people of color, particularly African Americans. If a child is poor, he or she will most likely live in a low-income segregated neighborhood, which limits access to good schooling, social mobility, and economic opportunity. The issue has not been a regional priority, commanding the attention, resources, and problem-solving skills of people from every sector of the St. Louis region. Fast forward to 2020, and you'll find that the conditions in North St. Louis City are worse. North St. Louis City is home to 4.5 million square feet of publicly owned vacant buildings and 28.5 million square feet of publicly owned vacant lots. Ironically, at any given period of time, roughly 30% of the children attending St. Louis public schools are homeless. According to a recent report by the Interdisciplinary Environmental Clinic at Washington University School of Law and Environmental Justice Roundtable titled Environmental Racism in St. Louis, many of the negative health impacts cited in the report relate to the proximity to vacant properties and industrial sites. More than 90% of the city's vacant properties are located in majority black neighborhoods, according to analysis of figures maintained by the St. Louis Vacancy Collaborative. In addition, a Washington University study has shown that more than a dozen North St. Louis neighborhoods have high rates of childhood asthma. The Center for Economic Studies, in a 2018 report titled Opportunity Atlas, Mapping the Childhood Roots of Social Mobility, supports the fact that a child growing up in the current conditions in North St. Louis is a predictor of the adverse outcomes for that child as an adult. It would take a substantial amount of unencumbered resources to abate these conditions in North St. Louis City, resources that can potentially be derived from a public-private partnership leasing and managing St. Louis Lambert International Airport, thus ensuring that all potential efforts with respect to transforming our airport, especially those that can generate resources for North St. Louis City, receive a fair and impartial airing and consideration by the citizens of St. Louis City, because a vibrant North St. Louis City offers the greatest benefits for our city and region.